Fred, he came to us after the game yesterday and he wants to be in the fight with the guys today. He didn't like how yesterday went, particularly the fashion that the game finished and just overall with his play, our team's play. And we've challenged our group here to respond positively today, and he wants to be in the fight with the guys. So, in that case, obviously, when he's that adamant about it, we're not going to hold him back. And we hate that we've put him in that situation, but we like the fact that he's in the fight and wants to be there with his guys.
What does that say about his leadership?
Well, I think it says a lot. I certainly wasn't expecting it. We had talked earlier in the week, and Fred knew the plan, Hutchie knew the plan. But as I say, sometimes circumstances come up, and when a player feels that adamantly about it, you have to go with them at times. It's a big game for us here today for a lot of reasons, and we love that Freddie wants to be in the net here. This is a challenging opponent. It's a back-to-back, all these circumstances, but the fact that he wants to be there says a lot about what he means to the team and how he wants us to succeed.
How concerned are you guys about overworking him?
It's a concern, of course it is. That's why we don't feel good about the fact that we're in this situation. But as I said, sometimes circumstances will come up where the fight of the player will dictate what you're going to do, and you go against what your gut instinct tells you that you should do. And that's what we're doing here today. And we're going to have to make some successions down the line to make up for it in terms of probably getting him some days off that we wouldn't initially wanted to. And that's just the nature of the beast.
Will Marner be back in tonight as well?
Yeah, Mitch is back in today, yeah.
What will you expect for him to add coming off a long layoff?
Well, I think just his presence in the locker room before the game here will be refreshing and give the guys a boost in that sense. And then just the energy and the skill level that he plays with on the ice will bring a lot to us. Of course, it is a layoff and all of those types of things, but we're going to give him every opportunity to play just as he normally would and make his mark on the game. I know he's excited to play, and we're, of course, excited to have him back.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Obviously, it was kind of embarrassing what we did to him at the end of the game last night, and I think he wants another crack at it, and we want another crack at it, and it's great to see him, kind of call it, and we'll be a excited team in front of him tonight.
How significant is this game in your mind? I know we're still in December here, but what's the meaning of this one?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, we're a team that we don't want to lose back-to-back games, and this is it's early December, but it feels like a bigger one than usual.
What is Mitch bring? Like, what sort of boost are you expecting from his return?
Oh, I mean, he's kind of. He brings everything from, a presence in the room to having a lot of fun and bringing the energy, and then you get on the ice, and he's obviously a world-class player, so he hasn't got a chance to play with Keefe yet, so I think he's looking forward to that, and it'll be fun to see him back out there.
When a goalie steps up and demands the net the way Freddie did tonight, what does that do for the mindset of the rest of the group?
Yeah, it's awesome. We're going to be a desperate club in front of him. You have a guy who we quite frankly just hung out to dry last night, and he wants back in there. He wants another shot, and we owe it to him to play our best game.
Of course, you have a good relationship with Nathan McKinnon, leading the Avs in points. How do you shut him down?
Yeah, I think everyone's trying to figure that out, but you just can't give him time and space. You got to, he's a great skater, and maybe try and get in his way, slow him down a little bit, and a couple hacks here and there, maybe frustrate him a little bit.
Yeah, I talked to him this morning about it. He seemed confident that he wanted to be in there tonight. So I think that just goes to show he's a competitor, wants to be in there, wants to help his team, and he's in that position where he's every right to do so. And so as his teammates, we just want to be there for him, play well, support him, make sure he feels confident.
Early December, but what's the significance of this game in your mind?
In terms of the standings?
In terms of just what it means to the team, Freddie going back, coming off what happened at the end of last night's game?
Yeah, it's obviously a big one. I mean, we've had games like this before this season, and there'll be more down the road. But I think it's important that, we're ready to go. There's no excuse not to be. I mean, we all know what happened last night, and it's important for our group to respond and, put forth an effort that we can be proud of. And I think in the grand scheme of things, there's going to be lots of games down the road that are important, but right now I think we're pretty focused and we're pretty determined, and we want to make sure that we come out and have a strong effort.
You guys have obviously been playing well, but what do you think led to the sag last night late? Why did that happen?
I don't know. I think, if you look back at the game, it was 2-1 over halfway through the third, I think, right? And then they scored their, to make a 3-1, and they got an empty netter, then 2 late ones. So, we're not proud of the effort, but I think if you look back at it, we're kind of in that game until a point, obviously late in the third. So, you take it with a grain of salt a little bit. I think that the way we played in the last, closing minutes is not good enough, and we're not happy with it. We talked about that we have to be better, but it's important that we come to the rink tonight and we're prepared to play the right way and really put forth an effort and help Freddie out because we owe him.